So now we're looking at the quotient to a negative power property, and basically what it means is that as long as the values in a quotient, the values in a fraction, are not 0, and the power that they're being taken to is an integer, we can just flip the fraction and change the sign of the exponent. So in other words, as long as it meets the conditions that I said, a and b aren't 0, and n is an integer, then that equals flip the fraction. So take find the reciprocal and change the sign on n. So with part A, we're given 2/3 to the negative 4. It meets our conditions. 2 and 3 are not 0, and negative 4 is an integer. So this equals 3/2 to the 4th power. Now we could simplify that further technically in the sense that we have 3 to the 4th, and we have in the numerator, and we have 2 to the 4th in the denominator. If we go ahead and apply that exponent. In other words, this equals 3 to the 4th over 2 to the 4th. 3 to the 4th, that's 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. And 2 to the 4th, that's 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So this ends up being 81/16. Now with part B, we're given variables, so we're going to assume. Technically, we should have to say, m can't equal 0, n can't equal 0, but we'll just assume that it meets those properties. So we can just take the reciprocal. So this equals negative n over m squared. Now, what do we know about a negative being squared? We know that that's technically a negative 1, so the negative 1 times negative 1, that equals a positive 1, so we can go ahead and this can be n squared over m squared. And the negative goes away again because this is technically negative n over m times negative n over m, which equals n squared over m squared. Negative times a negative makes a positive.